Hi, I'm Kara Pogreba. Welcome to Bright Hope Creations. Today I'm creating a card with new stamps from Purple Onion Designs, and these are illustrated by Julian Charlton. So I'm going to start with the largest of the stamps, and I'm using a clear stamp. You can see it on my MISTI to pick up the rubber stamp, and now I'm using Chipped Sapphire Distress ink, just the regular distress ink, and I'm going to stamp this out, just the entire full image here. So I'm getting it good and inked up, and I'll do that several times. Distress ink doesn't have the most solid of coverage, and it's not intended to, but that's the ink I wanted to work with today. So I'll just ink this up a few times to get the look I'm going for. And here I'll step it back down. And once again. So this entire card is going to be made with one ink, the Distress Ink Chipped Sapphire. So there we go. That's the coverage I'm looking for. Now I'm sliding my paper down probably about 1/2 inch and over 1/4 inch, and I'll stamp it again, this time with a second generation style of stamping. So I'm going to first stamp it on a piece of just regular typing paper or printer paper, and then take that away and stamp it down. And there you can see it's a lighter version, and I want to make sure I get in to those sections where the other ink comes up. So pressed it down a little bit more, and I'm going to do it again because here it is on the printer paper. Pulled that off and pressed it down. I'm looking at it and decided one more time and put it on that paper and pull off the paper and then press it down. So this gives me the look I'm going for. Now I'll bring it down another, maybe just 1/4 inch and over, about 1/2 inch so it's going the other way. And this time I'm going to take a brayer and roll it across my stamp, and that's going to take the ink that's already on there and give it a smooth coverage. So now when I stamp that and I'm really pressing it down, I get a nice lighter look to it. All right, now it's time to put Santa up there in the sky, and he has his reindeer with him. And this is going to be stamped directly on the paper, just like the first skyline that we did. And so I want to get great coverage on him too, and it didn't take as much to get there. So now we're going to put some packages falling out of his pack down into the city below. Maybe that cat down there is going to get a package. So there's 2 and 1 more. Just position it where I want it so that it's falling, and there we go. So now I'm going to take this circle, I just die cut a circle, and put some adhesive on the back, and I'm going to stick that where I want to have a moon, and I'm going to take the same distress ink and ink blend that onto the panel. So I'll have that masked off, but the rest of it will get just a nice light coat of the evening sky, the midnight sky. I don't know if you noticed, but my fingers are very inky, so I'm glad that I have a place to put my fingers as I'm circling around there. But I tried one, I did a practice one first to make sure that I liked what I was doing. So those fingers are very inky. All right, I think it needs a little more on the left. I probably didn't need to cover that moon back up, but I wanted a place to put my fingers, my inky fingers. And now I can pull that off and it's all set. All right, so I'm cutting it so that it's even. And the way I'm doing it, I'm taking that first stamping and I'm following those lines because those are straight lines. And getting the bottom there cut off. And now it's just a matter of cutting it to the size I want. It's time to add the sentiment, and so I am going to heat emboss a sentiment on there, and I'm using Purple Onion Designs sentiment that I've had for a while. So it is on cling foam. I think I might take those off the cling foam though, because I really do like that other way of stamping, of picking up the rubber on my on that clear stamp in order to stamp on the Misty. Anyway, I used some clear ink from Lawn Fawn, and then this is some fine detail white embossing powder from Simon Says Stamp. I don't think I waited long enough for that ink to really dry. There's quite a bit of ink on there, so I took a small paintbrush and brushed away any of the stray powder. Now I'm putting on some adhesive on the back, and I will adhere it to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch note card. And this card is all done. A 1-layer panel with 1 ink color. I hope you enjoyed the card today, and if you did, if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.